Hey guys, Soloists here, and welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy IX. In the last episode, some very unfortunate things happened to the Prime Vista. We kind of ended up in a forest that nobody's ever made it out of. So here we are, and we're just going to go ahead and proceed through here. Again, as always check and see if there's any magnet, just so you know that you don't miss anything. We saw an ATE in the last episode that showed Vivi and Garnet are in trouble, so we're going to be heading down there. Whew. I'm so glad my symbol survived the crash. So funny. This has got to be the worst situation we've ever been in. It seems like it. Wait, it says conductor, but he's... Oh, wait. Yo, get off of me! I just couldn't tell that he was laying on top of the trumpeter. If we check underneath them, we do get a Phoenix down for our troubles. Now, before we go on, we do want to make sure we go into Zidane's equipment. We have a dagger on him, and honestly, we should have equipped this on him a little earlier, but it didn't really matter because those fights were so easy. We did steal the Mage Masher, which takes him up already to 14 attack. That's just insane. So you can see here that he's learning Flee off of Dagger, but on Mage Masher, he also learns Flee and Detect. So there's literally no reason to ever not equip Mage Masher. Now, there will be situations later in the game where you'll have some weapons that are just statistically worse than other weapons, but you'll want to keep them on for a little bit to learn the ability off of them, especially if you want to learn all of the abilities. I personally will not be doing that, but in the case of some abilities, I will be doing that because it's just a good idea to do that. Now, he's not learning anything off of Leather Hat, but we don't have anything to replace with it. Wrist, we have extra wrists, but, well, we don't really need it. We get Protect Girls off of Leather Shirt, which, yeah, Protect Girls pretty much just has him throw himself in front of any female party members that are about to die. There's a lot of abilities like this in classic Final Fantasy games, usually called like cover and things, but, well, Zidane only cares about the ladies. Technically, Silk Shirt is an upgrade, but if we look down there, we see we can learn Cure and Thunder. Things Zidane personally cannot learn, but some future party members may be able to. So I'm just going to go ahead and not equip it. Yeah, sure, you could say I'll equip it for now since he gets one defense, but that doesn't really matter. If we go here to Moonstone, we can see Zidane can learn Beast Killer off of it, so it's a good idea to go ahead and equip that to him. Now, like Steiner, he does have 18 open slots, so we may as well go ahead and put all of these on. Some of our abilities here, like Flee Gil. Receive Gil when, even when running from battles. That may come in handy later in the game if we just get tired of fighting, but for the most part, I'm going to be fighting. We already discovered what that does, and of course, this is Beast Killer. We'll be running into a few beasts here, so that's a good thing to go ahead and throw on. All right, let's go ahead and make our way down and try to find Vivi and Garnet, shall we? The music here is just so fantastic. I love it so much. All right, I'm gonna try to get into an encounter before we go on just because I want to show it off if I can. There we go. All right. We get little goblins, and there could be wolves that show up too. It's worth pointing out that you can steal from regular enemies too, and it's typically a little easier to steal from them, and I think even the wolves you can still like potion from, so if you want to stock up on potions, you can go ahead and do that. If you've been following this like video series here, you'll understand that we have a lot of potions, so we don't really need that. Also, with the power of the Mage Masher, we should be just about one-shotting everything. Now, some people would recommend to stay here and level grind a little bit. One thing I can promise you in this series is that I'm going to try to minimize as much level grinding as possible. I have a really weird like standpoint on JRPGs and RPGs in general that I feel like if there's ever a point you feel like you have to stand still and level grind before you progress in the story, it's not a very well-designed game. I feel like to go through the main story, it should be a progress that as long as you understand the systems and you manage your equipment right, it should be a challenge, but still attainable. You should never feel like you have to stop all progress and go and level up. She's in trouble! What the hell is that? It's like, she's in trouble. Release the princess at once! Yeah, like it's really gonna listen to you. Come on! All right, we have a special fight against... Go ahead and show me its name. Well, it's not going to, but it's the prison cage. All right, prison cage. We will enter into trance. Well, what is that light? I don't know. Somehow it raises my power. Could it really be trance? I've heard of it before. Trance is induced by a surge of emotion. All right, let's take him on. Kind of like break character there. It's kind of like a cheesy little way of they talking for a second. Now, prison cage here, we will fight him immediately after, so don't worry about stilling. One thing to notice is that you get different trance abilities with Zidane based on like equipping different weapons. So different weapons will teach him different abilities. We learned Tidal Flame from the Mage Masher. It deals damage to all enemies. If you'll pay attention, we can target Garnet. We don't want to use Tidal Flame, not at all. Because, well, the goal here is to make sure she doesn't, you know, die. And as you can see, it does massive, massive damage. We will be using Tidal Flame in the next episode, actually, so just hang on to it for a little bit here. It's worth mentioning also that Zidane's transform has a different design, kind of, compared to the rest of the cast. They all have unique designs, but Zidane's has a very special meaning to it that we'll get onto like way later. Princess? Princess! What the heck? Where did they go? She's gone. I was too scared to cast any spells. That monster's probably gonna eat her. How could I let this happen? Don't worry, she's not dead yet. That monster was only a minion. He's probably gonna take her to his master. How do you know that? That means the princess might still be. Come, we must go find her at once. Whoa! Oh my gosh, it's back! Man, it dropped her off really fast, didn't it? All right, so we get an immediate round two. Oh gosh, sorry, against the prison cage. I'm drinking an L8 right now, which if you're not from Kentucky, which I am, you probably don't know what an L8 is, but it's like a ginger ale local to our state. So yeah. All right, so stealing from him this time is a little tricky. He will absorb from Vivi a lot. So as you can see here, you may think we have a finite time limit on, get the broadsword immediately, very, very nice. You may think we have a time limit on how much we can actually steal because, well, eventually he'll drain Vivi's health, right? Well, you can actually sit around and let Steiner's menu stay up and you can heal Vivi with items. So that's pretty much the strategy to do with this. A lot of the times in this game, you're just gonna have to have the other party members standing on standby and healing when needed. I'm gonna actually heal the poison cage too, so that we can, or the prison cage, so that we don't accidentally kill it. If you mess this up, the things you can steal are a broadsword and a leather wrist. A leather wrist is an item we will be able to get not terribly too far in the future, so it's not that big of a deal, especially compared to some later bosses if you accidentally kill them. We definitely need to heal Vivi though. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and heal Vivi. So if you accidentally kill him, but it doesn't matter, we went ahead and got it. I was about to say I'm gonna make a cut if I don't get it this time, but hey, look at that. I've been getting really lucky with stealing so far in this series. It's not really, I mean, sometimes you can be sitting here for quite a while stealing. You can really assess if you know exactly what they drop, if it's worth it or not. Personally, when I do my like playthroughs through Final Fantasy IX, I just do it. I never really have lists pulled up that just say, hey, this will drop this and this will drop this. I just kind of go through with it, go through the motions, and just like, I don't remember what this guy has. I'll just sit here and steal whatever. If you're about to buy it, maybe like a town later. I'm going to heal Zidane. He's taking some damage here. If you're about to buy it like a town later, then maybe sometimes it's not worth the hassle of sitting here and waiting forever. But you do get some really good things. Like we get the Mage Masher here pretty early, and I think that's totally worth it, personally. Oh, Well, you all just heard a Facebook message go through. I should have exited on Facebook before I started the recording. Oopsie poopsie, my bad. And we took him down. Very nice. Not bad. It's okay, Vivi. Crawl on out of there, buddy. All right. Fun fact, Final Fantasy 7 and 8 replaced the victory jingle here with their own versions of it. Final Fantasy 9 was the first time it had returned since Final Fantasy 6. Final Fantasy 9's whole spiel was that it kind of was a classic feeling Final Fantasy compared to 7 and 8, which kind of took a different turn from the series and brought it back to its roots and very high fantasy, which is awesome to me. Whew, thanks. Are you all right? Yeah, I think so. Whoa! Princess. He's so dramatic. I love him so much. You guys are lucky. If it weren't for Zidane, you'd both be dead. Some of the monsters in this forest reproduce by planting seeds in other animals. And humans are animals. and when the seeds sprout, it's hasta la vista. You become beef jerky. Am I gonna die? No, you're gonna be fine. Here, drink this. It'll remove the seeds from your body. Ugh. Yeah. I really like Blank. Blank is a super nice character. Princess, I'm coming right now. Stand aside. Room behind you. Go. The princess is in grave danger. Do you intend to abandon her? I probably topped out on my mic really bad there. You're in no condition. Don't worry about the princess. The boss will think of something. Hey, stop. Get some rest. Yeah, and take that medicine I gave you. I guess if he doesn't take that medicine, he's like, hasta la vista, dead. Damn it, I can't just stand here. The princess's life rests in my hands. What can their boss possibly accomplish? This medicine, it smells horrible. And the color, this is obviously poison. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, I can't take it anymore. God help me. I like the little shrug. Hey, not bad. Forget it. Monsters born out of the mist are crawling everywhere. So what? There's nothing out there we can't handle. Yeah, but what are we gonna do about the wounded? Oh my goodness, I can't read at all. We can take them with us. How are we gonna carry all of them? Trust me, we go out now and we'll all get wasted. My boys come before the princess. You know, it's too bad. We're gonna stay put till everyone recovers. You better not step foot outside this ship. You got that? I can't believe you're abandoning her. You're nothing but a big coward. All right, so we immediately get to take control of Zidane. I do believe if we come down here, it's like, I can't believe you. I'm just stealing your bronze gloves. Jerk. I got nothing else to say. If you don't agree with me, you're free to leave the band anytime. I'll leave the band anytime. Whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and head down here. Let's go ahead and talk to Blank first. Oh, sorry. He gave the medicine to Vivi is what he's saying. Why don't you go see him? I think he wants to thank you. All right, before we check the ATE, I do want to check this treasure chest, and we do get a wrist. Now, we already had a wrist. Those bronze gloves, by the way, that we picked up, we cannot actually equip to Zidane because they are technically a heavy armor item. We do have the leather wrist here, which we can equip to him. We are double learning Beast Killer now, so that is not super. Later in the game, this is not effective. You don't really want more than one ability being learned off of equipment. You want to learn as many as you can, but well, I mean, right now we don't have any other options, so why not? We will be actually, no, I don't want to put that on Zidane. I'm going to want to put this on Vivi because you see there it teaches Blizzard, so we're going to do that. While I'm in the menu, I do want to show off one really cool thing. If you go to config you can go down to, where is it? Window color, and change it to classic. Back in the older Final Fantasies, a lot of the menus were blue, and you can change it to classic and get a little bit of a different look. And you know what? I'm actually going to do that because last time I played this game, I used the gray ones, and I kind of like that too. Time to escape. Up there's his brassy music. Structure's in poor condition. Perhaps I can break out by ramming into the wall. Fire! Fire! Let me out! Ugh. I'm still not feeling well. What's this? What an ugly doll. Princess Garnet, age 15? How dare they write the princess's name on such a ragged doll? Besides, the princess is not 15, she's 16. Princess. Which makes it even weirder that he called her Babylicious in like 2 episodes ago when they thought she was 15. I mean, it's still bad that it was 16, but like 15's just bad too. Uh-oh. Where'd everybody go? What am I supposed to do now? Well, looks like we accidentally forgot Ruby back in Alexandria. I'm sure that'll be fine. I'm sure she'll figure out something to do. My little baby. Should be here somewhere. Huh. Damn. Where is it? What happened to my Garnet doll? Man, how am I supposed to sleep now? That might be even creepier than what Baku said 2 episodes ago. I mean, look at him. I mean, he does look like a freak, though. Poor little doll. The fire probably caught it. That is just hilarious. All right, now, let's go and talk to Vivi. Before we do that, though, you want to pick up this ether. Ether? What the? I'm just vomit in my mouth calling it ether. What the heck? We get up here. We can take a little snooze. Nah, we can get to 116 gil. All right. Oh. Thank you for helping me. Ah, don't mention it. Besides, it was your black magic that saved the day. You know, you've got some major power for such a little guy. What's wrong? Are you peeved at me because I called you little? Hey, you're a great mage with great powers, all right? Hell with looks. It's what the inside that counts. I'm sorry. When that monster caught her, I couldn't do anything. Hey, don't worry about the princess. I'll get her back, I promise. Thank you, Mr. Zidane. Whoa, that's the first time anyone's called me Mr. Just call me Zidane, all right? Okay, Zidane. And then he just says a bunch of ... I really love the dynamic between Zidane and Vivi that just like, kind of like a, hold on. Big brother, little brother. I went, hold on, and took a drink. Like, I'm just so rude. Like a big brother, little brother dynamic, and it works so well. I just love it. All right, let's go ahead and leave. Jeez, he was pretty down. Maybe I shouldn't have made that promise. I don't even know if I'll be able to find her. Man. Never felt so strange. Maybe fate brought us together. Can't explain it. Man, I can't stop thinking about her. Yeah, what's there to think about? She's cute, and she's in trouble. That's all that matters. There you are. Why do you look so serious? Uh-oh. What are you up to this time? I'm gonna take that knight in the black mage and go find the princess. You're crazy! Man, you don't even know what's out there. Besides, there's no way the boss will allow that. I know. Jeez. Always gotta play the hero. Boss is gonna kill you. Well, what are you waiting for? Go talk to the boss. Well, we know the boss was up here last we saw him, but he has vanished. Oh, this is my ship now. Wrecked, I don't care. We'll take off. Okay, that's crazy. I don't know what I'm saying. Hey, dude. Plants that attack people. Guess I call it evil force for nothing. All right, let's go ahead and enter through here. Now, if we head in here, I do believe we can go down here and grab an ether. Yay. By the way, ether's restored MP. I really haven't talked about that. We locked that old knight up in the instrument storage room. He fuzzes a little from time to time, but he hasn't been all that bad. I don't believe there's any items up here. No, we can go on down. We head up here to the left. We can find a rubber helm. Despite it being called a rubber helm, it actually is also a heavy equipment. So you can't equip it to Zidane or Vivi, but Steiner can put it to good use. Did you hear that? Something's crying. Am I gonna die here? No, you'll be fine. Achoo! Took you long enough. I fell asleep, darn it. So, you're leaving, eh? Yeah. I promised Garnet I'd kidnap her. I didn't ask you why. Can't blame you, though. She's damn beautiful. Dude, again, like, man, like, dude, she's 15. Or, I'm sorry, she's 16. You got me having the age wrong now. I guess that's reason enough. Well, I hope you're ready. I'm gonna bust you up for breaking the rules. Alright. Okay, get your butt over to the cargo room. We got my room there. Just bust down the door, why don't you? Good night. Alright. Now, if we go back in here, I do believe we can snag a thing in here. Yeah! Potion! Heck yeah. Alright. Anytime. Okay. Here we go. Got our last fight against Baku. I don't believe he has anything super worth stealing. I don't want to be wrong, but I mean, whatever. We're just gonna kill him. We don't want to waste too much time here. He is kind of a pushover. It's a one-on-one fight. It's especially if you have the Mage Masher, it's really not that bad. He says it tickles, but wow, that's a lot more damage than he's letting on. So really, just like a lot of the early game fights, we're just gonna be chucking attacks at him. Ow! He's such a doofus. Also, what is he? He's like a pig man? I never really could tell exactly what he was. I guess he is a pig man, though. Maybe about 2 more attacks should be able to do it. We probably want to throw off a potion after this. Nah, I just took 1 more attack. 92 damage is a lot. All right, you win. Man, another Facebook message. Man, no one's talked to me all day. Now all of a sudden, everyone's wanting to get a hold of me. I'll be damned. Bravo! Jeez, that had some girth to it. Go find your princess. Damn, that hurt. Pull his punches to the last one. All right, well, now, way to go, Zidane. Unlock the door to the storage so you're free to go talk to that knight. All right, I'm going to head down here first and foremost before we do anything. And if we come over here, we can find a leather hat. Leather hat, what did we learn off of that? That is fire. Okay, but we just have 3 of them now. Good night. We got so many of those. Kind of what you get for just finding the treasures and doing all of that as you go. Come on, you're too old to be playing with a doll. Silence! A scoundrel like you could never understand. I'm just overwhelmed with concern for the princess, okay? If all you rogues hadn't kidnapped her, this is all your fault. If anything should happen to the princess, I'll have your head. Take it easy, jeez. I'm gonna go look for her now. I'll let you come with me if you promise to be good. What do you say, Rusty? Rusty! I am Aldebert Steiner, captain of the Knights of Pluto, and I will never work with you conniving thieves. Captain? You're a private with all that cheap rusty armor. Look, it has nothing to do with Tantalus. It's something I decided to go do on my own. Just want to save Garnet. You'd better not be lying. Because if you are, I won't hesitate to kill you. Yeah, I'm counting on you, Rusty. Make no mistake, I'm only going with you to rescue the princess. I will deal with you personally when this is over. Whatever. Maybe difficult with just the two of us. We should go seek Master Vivi's help as well. Why are you calling him Master? You fool. That black mage has unimaginable powers. I don't want to get him involved, but alas, it can't be helped. We need Master Vivi's powers to rescue the princess. Alright, let's go talk to Vivi. So with that being said, done and finalized, we do have Steiner back in the party. We have a broadsword. We have an extra one. Not super helpful. Bug killer off of the bronze helm. We get minus strike off of the rubber helm. But again, that actually has lower stats. But we're going to want to keep bug killer on for that. We get antibody. The gloves made of bronze. Okay, so I can't actually tell what the ability does from that menu. So we get bird killer from this. We get antibody, bug killer, and beast killer. So he is learning a bunch of different abilities, and that's nice. I'm gonna head back in here because there was a treasure chest, as we saw. Very tiny, cute little treasure chest with an ether in it. That is all of the treasure we're gonna be finding in Evil Forest, believe it or not, actually. So from here on, we are just kind of making our way downtown, walking fast. It's fast and oh down. Okay, so let's go ahead. Oh, wrong way. I was just checking my notes for one little thing. I know it's kind of an awkward pause while I was singing music in your ear. That wasn't very good, but I just had to. Oh, dude, he got up. He's getting the strength to go on. Well, Vivi, we're gonna go look for the princess. Really? That's great. Be careful, okay? Actually, we want you to come with us too. Huh? But I can't do anything. Hardly. Master Vivi, your magic was highly effective against that monster. In all honesty, I hold your power in greater esteem than I do the scoundrels. But I'm scared. I couldn't even move last time. Please, Master Vivi, for the sake of the Princess Garnet and all of Alexandria, I humbly request your assistance. Come on, you're a black mage, for crying out loud. Show us what you've got. All right, let's get going. Okay, I'll try my best. Thank you, Master Vivi. Master Vivi. Yeah? About your black magic. Wish to try an experiment. I was wondering if... Magic sword? Okay, I'll give it a try. Magic sword is an ability that Steiner has. We actually can't access it from here, but it basically lets him deal magic damage too with Vivi casting magic on his sword. It uses Steiner's MP though, not Vivi's, so that's really good. We are learning fire off of magic staff and leather hat, but he doesn't have anything else. We really want to equip the leather wrist to Vivi to be learning blizzard, and the silk shirt to be learning thunder. Now he has all elemental coverage. When I was a little kid, I never learned thunder. I had Thundara and Thundaga, but never had thunder, funnily enough. And also I called it Thundra, not Thundara. So it's kind of a fun little fact for you. All right, time to get out of here. Jeez, you really dig her, huh? Can't sit around knowing a girl's in trouble. Goes against my nature. Whatever, you're full of crap. Oh, I get it. You're jealous that I'm gonna get me a sweetie pie. Not even my type. I came down here to give you this. You're always thinking about me. But I won't need a love potion to roll this one in. It took me a minute to read that one. like everything. Why don't you get your mind off of girls for a second? This is a medicine I gave to that black mage in the night. It's sort of like a seed remover. Cool. This will really come in handy. Why am I always helping you? Blank's medicine. Oh yeah, here's a little tip from the boss. And it just teaches us about abilities. Hey Blank, how do you set abilities again? And how do you forget it's so basic? And then he just tells us. Thanks Blank. I'll see you when I see you. How about never? So fun fact, I thought Blank would end up being a party member in this game because I thought his name being Blank meant that his name was Blank and that we would get to name him later. Yeah, that looks so stupid with the gray and the blue. But yeah, that was kind of stupid of me. So yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move on. I really hope this recording sticks now because I did just commit to it sticking. So, all right, let's continue onward to go save Garnet. it would be worth it to get into some battles before we go on to maybe get Vivi and Steiner levels, so we're not going to the a potential boss at level 1. All right, and we just have one little doggy. Let's get to Zidane's turn and just one-shot it. No need to prolong this. Yep, there we go. Easy pickings. That should maybe be a level. It's some decent... No, it's going to take about 3 battles, it looks like. I'm sure we'll run into some things on the way. Whatever. All right, let's keep going. We get an ATE. Orchestra in the Forest. All right, let's liven up this place. Yeah, let our music do the fighting against those monsters. This ought to boost morale. This is great. Hey, not bad. I'm gonna go take a look around. Stay on your toes. We'll be leaving soon. Okay, boss. I love the trumpet players. All right, let's keep going. Ooh, another battle. Is it a new enemy or will I be cutting it out? You know what? I ain't gonna cut it out. Whatever. Make the editing easier on me. It's only 2 little guys, and I'm sure Steiner and Zidane will be able to one-shot. Well, Zidane will. I'm not 100% sure about Steiner. But we can use magic with Vivi. Actually, I can show off Magic's sword here. We've seen Magic's, Vivi's magic in the last episode, but Magic's sword kind of looks like this. A fan favorite ability, and honestly a dang powerful one, but Steiner will have other better uses for his MP by endgame, but that's definitely like when things are weak to certain elemental affixes, that's definitely a good thing to be using. Okay, let's keep going. Go off to the left here. Ooh, very beautiful. Wonder where this river goes. I don't know. I wonder where it do go. No sign of any monsters here. A spring. Do as I say, not as I do. Are you sure about this? Yeah, don't worry. We'll be out of here soon, too. Here, take this map. It's gonna be a long trip back to Lindblom. Alright, I'll see you later. Counting on you. I wonder what they're up to. Anyway, we have a live spring right here. A lot of areas in like early Final Fantasy games and like early in the games will have springs there. Ooh, we can give him a letter. We have a letter from Kupo. Thanks for the delivery, Kupo. I think Queen Bran is up to something, but I suspect Princess Garnet is even more, Kupo. She might leave home soon with a prince on a white horse. Maybe it's just my imagination. Princess Garnet? Didn't she just... Oh, never mind, Kupo. All right, let's go in and read it once more. Once you deliver mail to a Moogle, read it again and see... Oh, right here. I just received a letter from Stiltskin. Let's read it together, Kupo. I'm in a very cold place right now. It's really strange. It wasn't like this last time I came here. I guess that's why I travel. To encounter the unexpected. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here before I get trapped in ice. Cold place. Oh, I know where he is, Kupo. There must be something strange going on. But yeah, read the letters and then keep doing it. Again, exhaust dialogue until you see I want mail, Kupo. That is what you want. That means that he is done and there is no more mail to be done in the side quest. The very easy side quest to screw up, so I really recommend doing it thoroughly. That is one ugly looking, that's like Little Shop of Horrors type stuff. All right, before we go in, this is the last chance before a, maybe a boss, to really get your equipment the way you want it. Bosses give 0 experience, but they give a lot of AP. So a good strategy in this game sometimes is to equip items that have low AP buildup on them so that you don't waste it. So for instance, if you only need 5 more AP, it's maybe not a good idea to go into the boss with that equipment because you'll have a lot of overlapping AP that's getting used on nothing. So It's a better idea to equip something that you haven't started working on yet to get a lot of that AP to not be wasted. Now, for me personally, I just have everything here that I have, and we're gonna go on. There she is! So, this is the master. Princess! You stay out of this! Alexandria would be disgraced if a mere bandit would rescue the princess. You think you can handle him on your own? Let's get him, Vivi! Alright, this is our first boss against the plant brain. He has 2 items we can steal. We can steal eye drops and an iron helm. You are going to be sitting here for a little bit. Alright, now, plant brain is weak to fire. So we are gonna start stealing. While we get the eye drops right away, and normally you're gonna want to stall and not do damage to him so that you don't accidentally kill him before you're done stealing. But there will be a certain thing that happens in a minute that will be completely okay. Trust me, just hold on. There's a sequence that happens in this fight. Now, he has the ability to use thunder on everybody in the party. You want to leave 2 people on standby to be using potions. Pollen, I think, afflicts blind on everybody. I never knew if it affected the steal's chance, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cure it anyway, because I honestly have no idea if it does. All right, and I'm gonna use fire sword again. I don't think that sword magic can miss. I think it has, like, it's treated like you're using a spell, so it's not like a physical attack, so blind should have no effect on it. Yep, here comes thunder. Well, we can't heal everybody, so we will definitely just heal the person who took the most damage from that. Couldn't steal anything. That's perfectly fine. I'll say it right now, Steiner and Vivi are going to be your potion boys this time. Keep Zidane up and healthy, obviously, because he is the one trying to steal for us right now. Go ahead and try to steal again. And I think I'm going to throw out one more fire. Left tentacle. Yeah, he loves to smack this. Actually, I'm going to have to throw another potion on Zidane. I really don't want him dying. Throw out another fire sword, sure. And they steal. 259 damage. Whew, I made it just in time. Step aside, I'll take care of this. All right, Blank joins the fray, which is a really cool thing because it gives us a second steal turn. All right, but now he's just instantly like smacking him with a fly swat, so we need to heal him up. Yeah, so we're pretty much just gonna be spamming still with Zidane and Blank and using potions with Steiner and Vivi. Yep, they're potion boys this fight. Left tentacle, which means, yep, Zidane got hit. Go ahead and throw. That does a ton of damage, by the way. Like, I know they're in the front row, but golly, man. Oh, yeah, front row and back row. In the main menu, you can assign people to front rows or back rows. The people in the front row take more physical damage, and the people in the back row take less physical damage. But the people in the front row deal more physical damage, and the people in the back row deal less physical damage. So you basically always want to have your casters, your mages in the back, and your physical attackers in the front. All right, let's see. I need to use a potion on Zidane. I'm gonna wait to steal until Zidane goes to see if we don't get it. We got it! We got an iron helm. That is an upgrade for Steiner. Very nice, but we already have the rubber helm, and Steiner's getting quite behind on learning abilities. But like I said earlier, I am never really going to sit around and, ooh, someone's gonna get smacked. Yeah, see how that did a lot less damage to Vivi than it was doing to Zidane? Yep, that's front row, back row play. But oh shoot, what was I saying? Oh yeah, like I said earlier, I don't believe that RPG should ever make you sit around and grind, so I am pretty much never gonna sit here and say I'm gonna grind abilities. I'm just gonna like learn abilities as I go and make sure I always, like, if I need an ability, if I haven't learned it yet, to make sure I have that piece of quick gear on. 5 AP from that. That's more than any encounter has given us so far, which is pretty nice. Princess, get a hold of yourself, please. Zidane, give her the stuff. Princess, please try to drink all of it. Is she gonna be okay? Oh man, what now? Jeez, we're gonna be surrounded. Let's get out of here. Go! What are y'all waiting for? And it's time to run. Before we do anything though, we want to go into equipment. We actually have access to Blank in our party. We can go to his equipment and see that he has a leather hat and a silk shirt on. You can take these off. You cannot take off his iron sword though. You can equip the broadsword though, which gives access to the iron sword for Steiner. This is something I did not know you can even do until a lot later. So let's see, minus strike. We learned minus strike off of the rubber helm, which actually, since the rubber helm is a downgrade from the bronze helm, makes this a useless item now. So we can go ahead, beast killer from that. We're not learning beast killer from anything else, sadly, so we're not gonna be able to upgrade that quite yet. So until we learn beast killer, we're gonna keep it off and for the iron sword. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. And we didn't need to unequip the leather hat and the silk shirt, but I mean, all right, we got extras now. Whatever, we can sell them. I guess we need to go later on. All right, let's get out of here. Also, I guess that does kind of soft confirm that Blank is not a guaranteed party member in our journey. Oh man, a guaranteed fight. All right, there's gonna be a lot of them, so get ready. I recommend, since there's gonna be 4 of these, just skipping straight to Vivi's turn and using fire on all of them. Oh wait, there's only 3. Never mind. I don't know why there was 4. Man, Steiner drained his MP that last fight. I'm just gonna wait until Vivi's turn comes up. Of course, it's like the last one though. Black magic. So you saw there, Vivi has an ability called Focus. I've not really gotten to explain what that does yet, but Focus makes your next black magic spell deal more damage. Oh my goodness, yeah, I really made Blank squishy there. Oh my gosh. You can actually stack that too. So if you use Focus like 4 times in a row, you can essentially just nuke things. Now, it takes a lot of time investment to do that, and sometimes it's not super worth it, but for some bosses, heck, it might be. Especially if you want to see just big fat numbers. So that's actually the only fight that's mandatory in that chase sequence. What are you doing? Something's wrong. What? The entire forest is coming after us. Blank! Take care of everyone. What does he mean by that? Damn it, that idiot! Blank. Hope she gets well soon. This is all his fault. You've nothing to say, you filth. Oh. But Princess! Steiner? How did I survive? You brought me here? It is my sworn duty to protect you at any cost. What are you talking about? It was Vivi's magic and my dagger that got you out of there, Princess. Thank you both. That monkey deserves no prayer. All right, Frieza, good lord. None of this would have happened if you're banned. You took her. Too much dialogue, Steiner. I can't read that fast. And how dare you claim that you had rescued her? When you get back to Alexandria, I was Steiner. I left the castle of my own will. What a coincidence, eh? We went to snatch her and she wanted to be snatched. Impossible. It's true. What do you say, Rusty? Friends, come on. Let's just enjoy a camping trip while it lasts. Camping? You imbecile. Surely you even know what happens when you're in the mist. It's not even kind of what I said, but whatever. The vicious monsters it spawns. The abnormalities it stirs in the mind and body. Princess, we must leave this dangerous place at once. You've gotta be kidding. She hasn't even fully recovered yet. Silence. Who asked for your opinion? Alright, tell me. How do you plan to get out of here? We're standing in a valley surrounded by tall cliffs. And last I heard, North Gate and South Gate were sealed off. Yeah, that's what I thought. The princess can barely walk right now. You went through this. You should know. I think we should rest here for now. I will never follow Steiner. State your sworn duty. What else? To protect Princess Garnet till Alexandrios. Very well. I love how dumb he is, dude. He's just so stupid. It's his dopey face down there. Until the princess recovers, I will guard this place with my very life. Sounds good to me. Vivi, let's get some rest. What a dope. How are you feeling? Good. Thanks for that medicine you gave me. This be... Yeah, I was surprised too. After we beat that big plant guy, the forest got completely petrified. Vivi told me that we were able to escape because of your friend. Name is Blank. We must go help him. Can't do anything for him right now. But I can't. We'll come back for him. I'm sure there's a way to cure him. Let's get going. According to the map that Blank gave me, there's a cavern to the south of us. Maybe we can get above the mist through the cavern. Are you all right? Everything's gonna be fine. Trust me. Look, there's someone coming. Wait, Kupo. I'm impressed, Kupo. First time I've seen anyone escape from Evil Forest. Y'all must be strong, Kupo. But don't get cocky, Kupo. Lots of stronger monsters ahead. Before you go out to the world, Moxter will teach you a few things. I don't want to learn anything from Moxter. Teach me, Moxter. Screw off, Moxter. I don't need to learn anything. You're not that impressive. Hey, bro, what are you going to teach me today? I'll also need stuff. Well, you're going to love this lecture. He basically tells you anything that you may need to know. We know all of this stuff. It's like the tutorial crap. Gosh, bro, you sure know a lot. Yeah, I know. Just shut up, Moxter. I have a gift for you, Koopa. Take this flute. Deed Moogle's flute. This flute, you can call us anywhere in the world, Kupo. Press X to play it. Happy trails, Kupo. Thank you. Kupo. Kupopo. Thunk. What the? Who goes there? Your friend's already left, Kupo. Princess! All right, now we are in the open world, the Mist Continent. This music is so amazing. But it's very sad after seeing what happened to Blank and possibly the rest of our friends. In the next episode of Final Fantasy IX, we're gonna find our way out of here and see if we can't start finding leads to get a cure for Blank. Until then, this is Soloist signing out. Have a good one.